is not as I expected to ever leave this couch after 15 years, but I am so grateful for all of you who saw me as a groundbreaker. I'm sorry I couldn't carry the ball over the finish line, but man, I did try.
Ann Curry is one of the most important journalists of our time. And in a world where we're seeing mass firings of truthful journalists, particularly non-white journalists, I think the story of Ann Curry is an important one to revisit. Ann was born on November 19th, 1956 in Guam, where her family was living because her dad was in the Navy. She's half white and half Japanese, and because of her dad's career, she even got to spend some of her childhood in Japan, where she says she absorbed a lot of the language and the culture. She'd actually credit her Navy brat upbringing in shaping her global perspective and sensitivities to cultural nuance. Eventually, her family settled in Oregon, and this is where she'd go on to earn her bachelor's degree in journalism. She actually had little interest in doing any work in television. She was really interested in serious world news, and to her that meant working for a paper, because remember, this is the 70s. The first regular news shows didn't start in the US until only about 20 years prior, so this is new territory. But thankfully, a professor of hers encouraged her enough. By 1979, she would be the first female news reporter at KTVL in Oregon. And by the time she'd be brought onto the Today Show, she'd have 2 Emmys under her belt, well over a decade of news experience as an on-air anchor. This experience crossed multiple major news networks. A lot of those were under the NBC umbrella, so she had a lot of connections. No surprise that she finally joined the Today Show as a news anchor in 1997. And I tell you that Ann was pushing stories that no one else was. She was telling us about Congo long before TikTok was.
To make America care about what they should care about and reach as many people as possible. And if it means doing a cooking segment or doing a story about fashion, then they let you talk about Darfur. They let you talk about the war of rape on women in Congo. When we do not do stories about genocide, when we do not do stories about deep human suffering, what are we doing as journalists?
Her integrity and commitment to the viewers really resonated with people. I mean, morning news shows had to be entertaining to keep people's interest, but Ann was one of the few anchors that treated us with an ounce of intelligence. So when Meredith Vieira stepped down from her role as co-anchor alongside Matt Lauer in 2011, no one was shocked to see that Ann was the one who was promoted to step in on June 9th, 2011. But very quickly, like suspiciously quickly, rumors would start swirling about Ann's willingness to entertain the Today Show viewers the way that execs expected their co-anchors to, which the public talk isn't too surprising. I mean, these questions always come up whenever a woman exists. For example, when Meredith Vieira stepped into the role in 2016, I found this old blog post literally from a site called IHateAnnCurry.com. In it, it says, "Aren't you worried that she's too matriarchal for your morning show? We want mild sexual tension. We want the cool mom, not the good mom." About a news anchor, by the way. But I guess Meredith Vieira played the game well enough as she held her position for 5 years and